So Aries, I'll be starting with the first house. And in the first house, look at that, the sun. Now the first house represents how you present yourself to the world and how the world sees you. So you're going to be getting a lot of admiration, I feel, Aries. So if there's been a lot of hard work that you've put in over the last month or so, you're going to see the benefits of it coming to you here in November. In the second house, we are being shown here, Aries, that you're a little bit dissatisfied. The second house represents your values. It also indicates for us how we earn our money. So it's showing here that you're bringing the money in, and I don't feel that you're wasting it, but I do feel that you're having to use what does come in. But I'm feeling that this is a beneficial time for doing that, because it will set you up for future expenses. And of course, remembering that Venus is retrograde at the moment, so when Venus is retrograde, it's not a time for you to be spending too much money. So you're better off when Venus is in retrograde to be trying to be a little bit more conservative with your income, and you may also be in a situation where you're looking for a little bit of financial help, whether it's advice or whether it's, you know, going for a loan, but you're better off waiting until after the Venus retrograde is complete for that, which is the 16th of November is when Venus goes direct. So if you can hold off until after the 16th of November, that's probably going to be beneficial to you. The third house here is about your communication, and it's showing here, Aries, that you're wanting to get away from the world and get in touch with yourself. It's showing me here to listen to your intuition. Now, if you're unsure how to listen to your intuition, the best way I can describe it is to listen to the quiet voice. The voice that makes all the noise and ruckus is and gives you that anxiety sort of energy is not the voice to listen to. You have to listen to the one that whispers. You may also need to practice lifting your vibration and tuning in to the right frequency. So with the High Priestess there, I'm feeling that you need to do a little bit more practice in that area and get in touch with your inner self. Fourth house is Temperance. Now this is a lovely energy to have here in your fourth house, Aries. Now it's saying to me that you're going to be getting a little bit more balanced. Now the fourth house is the base of the zodiac wheel. It's known as the Nada, now, or the IC, and the Nada is the foot of the zodiac wheel, and the Nadia of fortune. So if you can manage, Aries, to balance things a bit more. Everything is going to seem to run a little bit smoother. So it's also a very strong Aquarian card, the Temperance card. So there may be some Aquarian in your life, or the Aquarian energy, so that's also detaching. So again, Aries, deciding what it is that you need to take responsibility for, because through this time you may experience that your relationships are going through a bit more of a stable stage, and you may be able to see things in a new light. So a very nice energy there for you at the base of your zodiac wheel. Fifth house is showing me here that you need some rest. It seems that you've been enjoying yourself quite a lot, and that you are now ready to just take a back seat. In a way, you want to get away from the world. So it's not that you don't want to have anything to do with it again, it's just you want to pull back and have a break. So if you're in a situation where you can do that, even if it's only for one day, then take the time out for yourself. Sixth house is showing me that there's a lot of methodical energy going on here. So you're plodding along and doing everything methodically, and it's, you know, routine. So that's your work house. That's also your health issues. So, you know, crossing your T's and dotting your I's. Aries. Okay, relationships are, as I said, I feel strongly that relationships are stabilising for you. Now, whether or not that means that because you've ended a bad relationship, you're feeling more stable, or if you're in a relationship, your partner and you are working a lot better together, and there's that sense of security there. If you're single, it's showing that November is a good month for just allowing somebody to come into your aura a little bit more than what maybe you have been in the past. Eighth house being the area of your life that is to do with money. It's other people's money. So again, that energy from the second house that was showing me that you are looking for some sort of financial help or advice. It is showing me here with this placement of the Four of Cups that there will be opportunities or offers coming. Whether or not you accept them, of course, is your choice, because we always have choice, but it is saying that you will be offered something in that area of other people's assistance or other people's money, whether that be a loan, or whether it being sorting something out with the taxation office, or whether it is a little bit of a good fortune in the guise of a little win. You know, it may only be a raffle win. It doesn't necessarily mean it's a huge lotto win, but there is something coming to help you along, and there's some good advice being given too. Ninth house is showing here that you really are using your skills a lot better. and starting to learn another new area as well, because the ninth house does represent the higher learning and higher education and upskilling. So I do feel that you're going to be on a new endeavour there with learning new things and honing your skills. Now, the 10th house, which represents the midheaven in the zodiac, so it's the zenith of the zodiac wheel, is showing that you are ready to start something new on an emotional level. So whether or not, as I said, you're in a relationship, that relationship could also be evolving in new directions of quite a positive nature. If you're not in a relationship, then you may be contemplating this new connection that you've made with somebody, and you know, test the waters and see how it goes. In career, you may be changing jobs, you may be changing venue of where you work. There's some new beginnings starting in that area, because the 10th house does rule what's out there in the world and how you work in it. I do feel you have to push yourself a bit when it comes to career or your working environment. You would much rather be resting, as the 5th house has shown. So you may not go full throttle at the moment, but as I said, once Venus moves direct again, which as I said was on the 16th of November, you will probably find that you've got the energy and you're really wanting to go for it after that. The 11th house is to do with hopes and wishes. So in that area of your life, you are working well on manifesting what you want to come into your life. And I feel that some of the energy around your friendships, which is also connected to the 11th house, are very fleeting, as in, you know, like there's contact with them and there's things going on connected with friendships, but it's I wouldn't say that a friend's coming to stay and they're going to stay and you're going to feel like they're never going to go home. It's more a friend will come and visit, but they won't have enough time to stay for too long, if you understand what I'm trying to convey there. It's a coming and going, fleeting thing, but you have a lot of contact coming up now to do with friendships. So I think friends are playing a very important role for you at the moment. Maybe you're turning to them for some advice about your plans for your work, or for your earnings, or for your savings, or your goals. So they're very good sounding boards for you in that regard. And the 12th house here, which is your subconscious, which is 12th house rules things that are to do with institutions and your subconscious and hidden enemies and your demons. So it is showing up your demons there, Aries. Now, when I say your demons, I'm not meaning anything evil. I'm just meaning those annoying memories of past hurts or pains or past experiences with you know, people that you could put under the banner of enemies. Your thoughts are bringing it back in a way. So there again, you need to turn to that third house energy of getting back in touch with your inner self and listening to your own intuition and lifting your vibration, so that you're not worrying over your worrying and needlessly thinking negative, when everything is really showing me here, Aries, that it's really quite positive for you. So yeah, so now I will do your animal message. Now with the animal message cards, I will shuffle them until one of them wants to show itself to us. So I'll do that for all you Aries out there. Oh, there we go. So, your animal message for the month of November 2018 is the wolf. Now, the wolf is team orientated, because as we know, dogs like packs. So I feel that's where your friends are coming into being. Now that doesn't need to mean that you've got 10 different friends that you're all going to be banding together around you. You may have, but you really only need one. But I feel that there is a few people in particular that really care and are there for you, Aries. So just as the wolf hunts best in a pack, you will benefit from the support of a group of family, friends or work colleagues. A special expert in the field can help. You are outnumbered if you try to do it all on your own. Support increases motivation and passion. Hence the saying, hungry like the wolf. So that's really lovely. That's letting you know, Aries, that all you need to do is ask, and you will be offered. You'll be offered the emotional support. You will also be offered, if not the money, you will be offered a way to make the money that you require, so that you can achieve this goal here in your midheaven that is being shown up to me. So Aries, all in all, I feel that November is quite a significant month for you. The beginning of it may be slow because, as I said, we do have Venus in retrograde. Now Venus is in retrograde in from October the 5th, and it is at 10.45 degrees of Scorpio on October the 5th, and it moves backwards, so to speak, in Scorpio, and moves back into the sign of Libra, and that will be the 16th of November when Venus goes direct. And the energy of it stays around until December, really, but from the 16th, once things start moving direct, you may then see for yourself that these events are unfolding. So in the period before the 16th of November, I would suggest that you put down foundations and you plant some seeds so that they can start to grow and germinate, and then move forward with your energy being put into it from the 16th of November onwards. Um, now, I'm feeling that your partnerships are in good place here. This represents partnerships in your 7th house, which is the descendant, and the ascendant represents how you're presenting yourself, and you have the Sun, which is one of the happiest, most positive cards in the tarot. So I do feel that you are moving very much so in November into a very positive place. So if you would like to know where Venus is for you in your astrology chart, then you can leave a message for me, or contact me via my email, and I will be able to get back to you and help you to discover more about your astrology chart. So thank you for watching, and have a wonderful November, and I will talk to you again soon, Aries. Thank you very much. Namaste.